I'm bored.
Me too. How long until Command and Conquer Red Alert comes out?
It'll be a while yet. We shouldn't have blown through Warcraft 2 quite so quickly.
I need a real-time strategy fix. Bad.
Oh, hey, it's the FedEx driver.
Sign here, please. Thank you, sir.
What'd we get?
Huzzah! It's This Means War from Microprose. This is a real-time strategy game, and just when we were talking about wanting one.
What are the chances of that happening in the midst of an IE game review? Let's get to work. Runs under Windows. Hope speed isn't a problem. Is it me, or is this interface a bit clunky?
Yeah, it is, but I'm getting used to it.
Notice how a unit keeps moving after you give it orders? That bugs me.
That's because the new orders don't take effect until after the unit reaches the next square.
What squares? I don't see any squares.
Yeah, they're invisible, but the game is played on a grid. Same thing with CNC or Warcraft.
There sure are a lot of materials to keep track of. Food, people, energy, ore. This is more complicated than CNC or Warcraft 2.
Yes, it is. I like the complexity. This is a meatier game than those others.
But all this detail bogs down the action.
Well, yes, but it takes more thought. And look, units gain experience and improve their abilities. That's a new feature in the genre.
More stuff to worry about. Phooey.
And you can form teams.
So what?
So, if you have a high-ranking unit, he becomes a leader and members of his team gain from his experience.
I like the graphics, but...
And you can issue formation commands. Look, you order your team into a wedge formation, then they all follow the leader, maintaining that formation.
Humbug! I just build tons of units and send them in masse. But man, does this game slow down once you get a lot of units on the map.
Yeah, the speed is a definite problem. I like to form up my units in rank and file and then sweep across the landscape. But even at maximum speed, the word to use would be crawl and not sweep.
The AI is pretty lame. Even when it has a much broader infrastructure, it keeps tossing its units at me one by one, making it easy for me to keep killing them, then repairing my units.
That's true, but the scenarios seem to be designed with this in mind. You usually have to assault a much larger base. And once you take over his command center, you win, so you don't have to destroy all his buildings.
Well, let's try the game head-to-head. I'll wager you're a bit brighter than the AI.
Sorry, but there aren't any multiplayer options.
What? That's it. I'm going back to CNC.
Well, you're a lot less patient than I am. I'll stick with This Means War. I enjoy the good parts enough to overcome my disappointment with the game speed and interface. In particular, I like the way the game handles combat experience and team formation and movement.
You're right about me. I need the adrenaline rush. This is just too slow and too cumbersome for me. And look what the box says. The strategy building game for people who like to blow things up? I think that infers a much faster-paced game.
Granted, they aren't really marketing this right. Lots of wargamers hate real-time strategy games because they're too much real-time and not enough strategy. This Means War might be the perfect game for them.
Assuming they have a Pentium.
Yes, assuming they have a fast Pentium.